Joining me now is William Johnson. Mr. Johnson, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
So I'm not here to debate your ideology, with which, for the record, I could not disagree more strongly. I am interested, however, in what happened in the last day. My understanding is that once some reporters noticed that you were a delegate and asked the Trump campaign about you, the Trump campaign tried to get you removed as a delegate, but it was too late. Is that correct?
Well, I think that I was approved as a delegate. I submitted my application and I was approved, and then immediately when the list came out, they saw that they had a clerical error, and so then they sent me an email saying that you are removed from the list. So I wrote back an email telling them, I understand, I resign. And then later in the day, I got contacted by a media person who says, well, you're still on the list. And so then I sent them a second email saying that I resign, I will not attend the convention, I will not be a delegate.
So the Trump campaign found it objectionable that you were on the list before reporters did, is that correct?
No, I think what happens is that I slipped through the cracks and they approved me, and then once the list came out, the media had intense interest in my listing, and so that caused them to review the situation, and that's how it transpired.
So you believe the campaign when they say that a database error led to you being chosen as a delegate?
Yes, I believe that I submitted the application, and they did not intentionally have me on as a delegate. And so then when they found out about it, they corrected it, and I concurred.
Do you think that Ms. Lagomarsino, Trump's California delegate coordinator, knew your views and your history when she first reached out to you and congratulated you on being a delegate?
I believe that she did not know my views at all.
You told Mother Jones, which broke the story, the following, quote, "For many, many years when I would say these things, other white people would call me names. Oh, you're a hate monger, you're a Nazi, you're like Hitler. Now they come in and say, oh, you're like Donald Trump." What do you mean by that?
Well, right now in today's society, they're passing around the word racist more and more, and everybody is being called a racist nowadays. And so that term and all of these invectives are having less meaning. What I mean by that is that we are now able to more openly discuss issues regarding race because everybody is being called such invectives nowadays that it doesn't mean much anymore.
Do you believe that the white race or the European white race is the superior race? Is that your view?
I believe that Western civilization is declining and dying out in every country around the world that has traditionally been white. Europe is being replaced by immigrants from Africa. America is the same things happening here. And so I believe that we need to be aware of this precipitous decline in the white race, and I think it's good for people to be proud of your heritage, whatever heritage that might be, but particularly for white people, because the whites now are so afraid to be proud of their heritage because they're called bad names if they are.
What is it about Mr. Trump that you like?
Mr. Trump is the real deal. He does not govern, he will not govern by public opinion poll. He says what's on his mind. This is kind of like what Ron Paul did. This is what Bernie Sanders is doing, and that's a refreshing change from the politicians that we've had for many decades. That is probably the best thing about him and what endears him to most people in general.
Do you think that he shares your views in terms of the decline of the United States because of other races coming to the United States?
Well, now, I have not said that America has declined for that reason.
You suggested
I'm saying that we are being dispossessed, but I have not attributed it to the other races, and you're saying things that I have not said. But I do believe that when you replace one people with another, that is not a good thing, whether it takes place in Mongolia or in Sweden. I think that Donald Trump has to be a president for all peoples. That's what all the presidents must do. It is up to me as an advocate for the white group to push our agenda more than any other agenda. That's my responsibility. His responsibility is to lead the entire country.
Mr. Johnson, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.